Hey guys, welcome to Amazing Finds. Today I'm going to show you some things I encountered at the thrift store. So first off, we're going to start off in the toy section. I found some pretty weird and unique board games that you don't usually encounter in thrift stores. I'm going to show you something that comes up in this video later. It's a troll game. I thought that was pretty interesting, probably from the 90s. You always have some Nerf guns here. You can't uh, ever ignore those. Those are everywhere all the time, every single Goodwill you go to. There's always some board games that you never heard of. There's that troll game, I thought that was pretty interesting. I think it's from the 90s, maybe early 2000s. One of the first editions of Guess Who. You have Life here. You always have those old Life games. Got some random stuff like a kid's stroller for dolls. Bring On Maker, those are pretty cool. I can't ever get myself to buy one though, I never grew up with them. Have a kid's cash register, I thought that was pretty interesting. Then some other games, you always have those old chess games you can't avoid. Would you rather seem to be at every store, so I always never pick those up in the toy section. You always have those puzzles that have like half the pieces. There's this Cootie game I grew up with. Yeah, that was pretty fun. I remember you had to roll a certain number on the dice to add a part to your insect. Then we have this section where we have these paper puppets. I thought that was pretty interesting, but again, something I have no use for. These you can see pretty much at every Goodwill. They're laser maze. Another Nerf gun. Can't avoid those. Just a bunch of random toys. Another Nerf gun. Yeah, I've always wanted to crack down and get a Nerf gun, but I just don't see myself using it for anything, so I just leave it for other people. But they're always interesting to look at the way they designed them. Then I have some records here. I only showed you them because I thought that was a really weird record. I don't know if you'd ever see that at a thrift store, but you'd find a lot of random stuff here that you will never find anywhere else. People just dump them here. And I was honestly too lazy to go through the records because there's just too many of them, and I don't even play records anyways. So didn't really see a point in that. Had some binders. This Goodwill had a lot of binders for some reason. I thought that was pretty random. A lot of VHSs like usual. A lot of the Godfather copies. Lots of Toy Stories. Lots of Lord of the Rings. A bunch of CDs I didn't feel like going through either, to be honest. And I'm showing you some DVDs here, just showing you that they're mostly kids ones. Blank CDs, I was thinking about picking those up, but there was no price tag on them. Oh, I remember, I wanted to videotape this because I thought these were so weird looking. I don't have any idea where they came from or how old they were. I didn't really look at them long enough to care. Then I just found some other random household goods you find at every other Goodwill. Some vases, some baskets, some bins, random stuff you find everywhere. Then I think I went over to the beauty section, maybe at Goodwill. No, the baby section. I don't even know why I looked at the baby section. I don't know anybody that has a baby. But I thought it was just pretty interesting. That one looked like it was from like the early 90s. Have a lot of random baskets, like every Goodwill does. Oh, I've had that before. I don't remember whatever happened to it, but I was gonna get it, but I didn't think it was gonna have the original gun with the little appetizer thing. Those are every Goodwill too. You always have those party dippers. That one was apple themed at that location. I saw an orange one somewhere else. George Foreman Grill. Now we have some outdated keyboards. Just like to see if they're mechanical or not, because I have some weird fascination with mechanical keyboards. I have some crock pots at Goodwill. Typical things you find that people just don't want to throw away, so they donate it. Someone else is going to use it. But I don't think it's sanitary to use anything in the kitchen. So I always just look through a section for the typewriters to see they have any that are working. Look at some old chandeliers, some vases, those are everywhere. Light stands. Then you have some of those pictures. I just don't find it useful to use anything from the kitchen. I don't think that's sanitary whatsoever. Got some mixers, some waffle makers. I don't actually think I got this on video, but this Goodwill actually had a snuff can on the display. That's right, a snuff can. And I looked it over to see if it was actually for sale, and it looks like somebody just set it down there. So this one was a pretty trashy location, in my opinion. Last but not least, we have the Halloween section. I thought that was a pretty weird looking basket. It had a weird creepy ghost on it with a really weird looking face. Have some random Easter stuff I can't ever get into. I ended up picking up some lanterns, some string light jack-o'-lanterns, because I'm always interested in some string lights. You can always decorate those year round, in my opinion. Just showing you that they have some other Christmas stuff, very general stuff you can find at any store, lots of mugs. And here's the light strips I actually got. So that's why I got at this Goodwill, and that was the only thing I got at Goodwill that I thought was worth buying. I'm going to try doing a YouTube video once a week. I'm going to do some thrift tours, some walkthroughs, some reviews of things like that at thrift stores, and the channel takes off. Maybe I'll go from there and do some more stuff. So, thanks.